Hello, my name's Michelle from Capsule Closet Stylist. I help men and women all over the world build curated capsule wardrobes that suit them and their lifestyles. So today I wanted to talk to the men. It's not very often you see style advice aimed at men. So today I thought I would help men if you're going on a first date. Now, it doesn't matter whether it's one of the very first dates you've ever had or whether you've been in a relationship for years that you've come out of and now you're back in the dating game. There are a few simple rules that can help you look and feel good on your first date so that you can just concentrate on enjoying it. So let's get started. So number one of the first bits of advice I can give you is if you're meeting your date from a dating app, which most people are now, or if it's not a dating app and it's coming for a friend and it's a blind date or it's somebody you know is setting you up with, find out what their general style is. And by that I mean find out if they're always smart, find out if they're smart casual. So in other words, are they casual when they're around their friends, or then smart for work, or are they always casual? So also find out as well, as much as you can, about kind of what their interests are. So, you know, are they into particular types of sports or particular types of bands or particular styles? Because that will help you determine how you can almost mirror that. So if you look at their profile, for example, and they are always head to toe looking very smart, you know, heels like they're going to work, then you probably want to look smart yourself. If their profile has a mixture of smart clothes and then also casual options, then you can afford to go kind of smart casual. And I'll explain a little bit more about what I mean by that later on in the video. So one of the first things I would do is look at their profile. And I don't mean, obviously, if you're a man going to meet a woman, then I don't mean obviously wear a dress, but I just mean literally just look at whether they're smart or casual and the kind of style that they like. You know, are they kind of into skateboarding? Are they kind of surfy? Are they sporty? Is there a particular type of band that they're into? Are they into like hip hop? You know, whatever it is, have a look at that. And if it's something that you're into too, then kind of mirror that in how you dress yourself. Number two, avoid crazy patterns. Now, I know you love your multicoloured shirt that you got from some crazy shop in Magaluf or wherever it was, but leave it at home. Also avoid crazy patterns, avoid extreme fashions, and avoid anything like, and also, unless you know that your date follows the same team, for example a football team that you're into, then maybe leave that football shirt at home. And also avoid any kind of anything that has any political statements on it, or you know, kind of extreme language, unless you know for certain that your date will appreciate it and find it funny as well. And that probably means that you've had some kind of conversation that reflects that. But if I was you, I would keep it quite simple for that first date. So just avoid all the crazy patterns and the crazy colours and anything that's too extreme. Keep it quite neutral. Now, number three might seem obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people don't think about this. Think about the venue, and is there a dress code? Now, is there an official dress code? So in other words, are you going somewhere very smart where you're not allowed to wear trainers, or you're not allowed to wear shorts, etc.? Or is it just a case of there's a kind of type of clientele that goes to that establishment? So have a think about that. And if it's somewhere that your date has chosen and you don't know much about it, look it up online. You know, have a look at what the venue's like, the type of people that go there, and that will also help you decide what you should wear. So don't miss that one. Now, number four. Now, this one should be really obvious, but unfortunately it isn't always. Wash and press your clothes before you go. Now, it doesn't matter what you do at home, and it doesn't really matter who you are, but what you want to do is give your date the impression that you've made some effort. So if you turn up and, you know, and you've got a pair of, I don't know, a t-shirt that was screwed up in a ball on your bedroom floor that you've put on, and it's still got 2 weeks ago's curry down the front of it, then it's not going to impress your date, whoever they are. Your date does not want to think that they are getting into something with somebody who can't look after themselves. So consider that before you go. Wash and press your clothes before you go. That one's really important. Trust me, it'll work a lot better if you do that. Number 5. Now this one is quite a simple guide that you can go by to help you decide what to wear. Now try and pick quite neutral colours. And what I mean by neutral colours, I mentioned this earlier, so I'll go into a little bit more detail. So there are some colours that kind of tend to go with a lot of other colours as well, easier. So some of those colours might be navy, a slightly off-white, charcoal grey, bottle green is another one, and another one actually is red. Now black is another one, but the trouble is with black doesn't suit everybody. So if you're quite pale skin, and you've got quite pale hair, you might find that black washes you out. So for a safe bet, if you're not sure if black suits you or not, go for a navy blue or a charcoal instead, and that should be with a suit or anything. So, and a bottle green works well as well. Now red, I wouldn't go head to toe in red for your first date, because red kind of apparently still gives people the impression of danger. So that's probably the last thing you want to do when you're going on a first date. But there's no reason why you can't have a little bit of red. So it could be a red and white and blue striped t-shirt, for example, or maybe if you're wearing something really smart, you could have a tiny bit of red pattern in your tie. But just keep that part of it to a minimum. So stick to the more neutral tones. So colours that suit everybody are colours like navy, off-white, bottle green, charcoal grey. Oh, and stone is another one. With stone colour is kind of, or like a beige colour. It's like the colour, if you can imagine the classic trench coat. That shade will suit everybody as well. So if you stick to those colours, then you'll probably be starting from a really good starting point. And also consider that if there's an area of your body that you're not that comfortable with, so in other words, if your tummy's a little bit big, and you want to try and kind of hide that, one of the best ways to do that is don't wear something that's really, really baggy. Because if you wear something that's really, really baggy, you're basically adding bulk to your body. So just wear something that just skims that part of your body. And another thing that's really important while I'm on the count, this is like a bit of a bonus one actually, know your size. So it could be that you've been wearing the wrong pair of length jeans for years, so they all bunch up at the bottom. Go into a shop, get your inside leg measured, get your waist measured, and find out what sizes you are. Because believe me, by doing that, you will be starting from a much better starting point than anybody else. And if there is an area like your tummy that you're a bit conscious about, two things: just have clothes that slightly skim it, so a top that's slightly baggy, but not like really loose and flowing. So in other words, it just skims your tummy, and stick to darker shades. Number 6. Now this one's really easy and really quick. Pull your trousers up. Now I know you might think that it looks really trendy and everybody wants to see your pants, but we don't. So just pull your trousers up. Just this one time, just pull them up. You can wear them around your ankles for the rest of the year if you like, but just this one day, just pull them up. Okay, next one. Number 7, I kind of touched on this one earlier. Just look like you've made an effort. You don't have to be super smart. If you're the sort of person that never wears a suit unless there's a wedding or a funeral, then don't wear a suit, because it's not who you are. The last thing you want to do is to turn up at your date and be somebody you're completely not. Then if you really like the girl or the guy, you've got to then kind of live up to for the next few dates. Just present your best self. So in other words, just make an effort. Think about what you're putting together. Think about how you want to present yourself. And like I said before, just press your clothes, just wash your clothes. You don't have to be super smart. You don't have to turn up in a suit on that first date unless your date is super smart or you're going to a type of venue that requires it. You can just be yourself, but just look like you've made an effort. Number 8. Now, don't be worried if you're on a bit of a budget that you can't look good on your date, because you can. if you follow my simple kind of rules, just keep all those colours to a minimum. And so in fact, stick to under 3 colours. That's one of my little tips. That's one way to make yourself look smart straight away without having to worry about your budget or anything else. Make sure your clothes fit properly. So get yourself measured. You can do that for free. So make sure your clothes fit properly and stick to under 3 colours. Now, preferably all neutral tones, but if you want, you could go for 2 neutral tones and maybe drop a tiny bit of red in or something like that, like I mentioned earlier. But stick to under 3 colours. So your outfit is mainly 2, so you could be black and white, or it could be, I don't know, you've got a pair of dark denim jeans, a white t-shirt and a black leather jacket, for example, or a stripy t-shirt, a pair of jeans and a black jacket. Keep it really simple. Or it could be that you've got a pair of black trousers, black jacket and a red and white striped t-shirt. I don't know, I'm just pulling something out of the air here. So that most of your outfit is the black and the white and you've got this tiny little bit of red in it. Or it could be a tiny bit of navy or whatever it is you want it to be, but stick to under 3 colours. That way you don't have to worry about your budget. You can just keep it really, really simple. Number 9. Okay, so decide whether, I kind of mentioned this before as well, decide whether you're going to go for casual, completely casual, i.e. jeans, t-shirt, trainers, or whether you're going to go for smart casual, which is usually something like, for example, let's say a pair of simple straight jeans, think 501s. Also, just for the record, darker colours tend to work better. The really, really faded ones tend to date quite quickly. So go for like a darker shade, mid to dark shade of jeans in a straight leg. That's about the best you can do. Skinny jeans only suit very a few people, and that for men and women. So tend to go for like a straight leg jeans. So smart casual is generally, say for example, you had a pair of simple jeans and a white shirt or a plaid shirt. That is what I would describe as, and a pair of shoes. I would describe that as smart casual. Now smart is really obvious. That is probably going with a shirt and a trousers and maybe a blazer and a tie. But you could go somewhere in between as well. You could have like a chino pair of style trousers with a check shirt or a plain shirt or a chambray shirt or something like that. So decide which one you're going to go for. So are you going to go for super casual, you know, tracksuit bottoms, jeans, t-shirt and trainers, or are you going to go somewhere in the middle, which is like, you know, chinos, jeans, or a kind of smart but casual shirt? And that by I mean that they're usually not like the type of pressed shirt that you would wear with a suit. So that's kind of smart casual. And then you've got your super smart, which is like your suit, tie and shirt and brogues. So decide which one you're going to do, and like I said at the very beginning, base that on who you think your date is and the venue that you're going to. And finally, number 10, just be yourself. Now, this is one of the most important things. Don't turn up trying to be somebody you're not. I know you want to impress your date. I know you want it to go well, but you have to be yourself. Just make sure you present your best self. So, you know, like I said before, press your clothes, iron them, wash them before you go, and just make it look like you've made an effort. You don't have to be somebody else. Your date wants to learn about who you are, not who somebody, you know, you think she wants to meet. So be that person and enjoy it. That's the most important thing. For if you still need help with your wardrobe, or you like help with colours or style or what can suit you, or even you're thinking about building a capsule wardrobe, head over to capsuleclosetstylist.com, and at the top you'll see a section which says personal styling online, and you scroll down and there's a whole section which is dedicated to men's style, where I offer all different types of packages to help you become the person you want and make the most of who you are and enhance your best features. So I hope you found that helpful. Let me know how you get on with your dates. If you actually taken this advice and you don't want to post it in the video below, I totally understand, but send me a message. I'd love to hear how you get on, and I'll see you next time. Okay, take care, bye.